Hey gamers, what's going on, guys? We are back again this week. We're trying something new. We're going to call it like the weekly debrief or something like that. We haven't totally settled on a name yet, but
you can suggest names for us. And
hey, question of the week.
Yeah,
question
exactly.
of the week. We can do that every week.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you want us to call this segment? I was thinking weekly debrief, but it's basically going to be a recap of what's been going on at Guerrilla Games over the week. So we're going to talk about Magic. We're going to talk about video games,
all that good
all
stuff,
the tournament stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah, let's get right into it. Video game wise, the big
No
news.
Man's Sky
No
has
Man's
been
Sky.
taken over. I know I've spent some time with it. I had a pretty good time so far. Tony's been playing it. You've been playing it. So far, all the reviews have been pretty positive. I'm not as up on it as other people.
You're the other half. So.
Yeah, I didn't not like it. Like I've definitely played games that I've just been like, this game is terrible. I don't want to play it. Like No Man's Sky is a good game. It's just not really up my alley. Like I didn't particularly like it, but
it's my cup of tea.
Yeah,
that's kind of how it has been on the internet too. It's like you're either like in love with this game, or it's like this is boring. There's nothing to do. Mm-hmm. I've been calling it Minecraft on steroids. Which is basically what it is. It's an exploration game. Psycraft, there you go. It takes place in space, and I love it. It's exactly what I want from a video game. You know, just endless exploring, discovering new planets. You can name the planets you discover. You can name all the species you can discover on the planets and all the different flora and all that. It's awesome. And then you mine minerals and stuff to fix your ship, fix your exosuit, fix your everything.
So far, the one part that I actually really liked was you can find these like alien obelisks, and like they teach you words in alien, and then there's always these like really weird, obscure stories that they tell, and then you like have to like figure out how to progress the story a little bit, and I like that part.
There isn't too much of a story. There is a little bit. There's this thing that you're following the atlas. You can either do that at the very beginning,
right? Yeah.
Or you can just choose to just go off and explore.
But I had like one of the obelisks I came on is like there's this thing frozen in ice, and I had to figure out whether I wanted to unfreeze it or not based on what story the aliens had given me about this obelisk. And I chose to unfreeze it, and then it attacked me, and I had to kill it. But like I actually really like that. I thought that was sweet. The other stuff, like the resource gathering, I really just don't like how it's like, in order to do anything in the game, you have to like spend your resources. Like it's just like, oh, I can't just like walk around and do nothing. It's like, oh, well, you have to mine 500 units of plutonium so that you can get your ship off the ground.
Right, your ship uses fuel, your exosuit uses a fuel,
exactly.
So you're always having to recharge it. But it's plentiful. I mean, it's
I know, but it's just like, it just seems like a little bit of a hassle. But like, that being said, like I said, I did enjoy the exploration of it. I think the worlds that they've crafted are really beautiful. I think the animals are all really cool.
It feels like I've stepped into every one of my favorite sci-fi novels.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And when you first craft your hyperdrive and you're able to travel between star systems, and I zoomed out and saw actually how big this game is, it blew my mind. I was sitting back here, you guys were playing cards, and I was just like, oh my gosh, and they're like, what's going on? I was like, this is insane. It's just so big. So I give it 2 thumbs way up, but it is right up my alley. If you're not into that whole crafting kind of Minecraft feel, like exploration, total sandbox, I mean, you want to talk about a sandbox game, that's what this is, then it might not be for you, but I personally love it. I think it's awesome. And there's more to come. They said in the next update there's going to be base building and stuff, so you can actually start like, hopefully like colonizing planets and whatnot. That'll just make it even more awesome.
For sure.
So, but yeah, 2 thumbs up for me for No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about it. Like I could take it or leave it. Yeah. Like I said, I had a good time with it, but like I'm not sitting at home like playing it hardcore.
Right.
So
cool. Other video game news that happened this week. We do a Smash tournament every Saturday, Smash 4. We do a 4 o'clock. We call it our Trainers Club, which is a $5 entry, and it is store credit payouts. And then at 6 o'clock, we do what we call our main event Smash tournament. It is a $10 entry, with 5 of that going towards the pot, and then we do cash payouts. It's a lot of fun. Come on out and play. We have some great guys that show up.
We do actually have ranked players that play here
Yeah.
too. So if you guys are trying to go up in the power rankings board for Smash 4, we've got like Based Ren comes by, Vincent. We had Unibrownies was here.
There was another
Rickles.
guy. Yeah, Rickles shows up every once in a while. There was another guy who showed up for the first time last week, and now I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're watching this.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have ranked guys show up. Last week, Vincent took first, Base Ren went second, and then Raven King took third. So if you want to come out and try to beat these guys, come on out.
We also do Melee on Mondays.
Also at 6.
We had last week. We had a mirror match. It was 2 Peaches that fought for the top spot, and I think it was Ferocity won out.
Took first.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. And that's at 6 o'clock, and that also is a $10 entry. Come out and play Melee. We're also, I should announce, on the 28th, we're going to try our first Halo 5 free-for-all tournament. Should be pretty cool, so come out for that. And we're adding Hearthstone back into the mix, too. We're going to start doing... Sundays are going to be our rotating tournament day. And so once a month,
what we had
Halo
found
will
was
be...
like asking people to come out every week to do something. People were getting a little bit burned out. So we're going to try and transition it into being like a monthly tournament. So we'll do like a monthly Hearthstone tournament, a monthly Halo tournament, maybe like a monthly Madden tournament. Or
right. We're trying to work out
monthly...
the other 2 or 3 that we're going to rotate. And we'll just rotate them every Sunday. Those will be at 2 o'clock. So come on out for those too, for sure. Video game news-wise, we got some great trades in this week. We're getting lots of good retro in. We got that boxed, what'd you take in just the other day?
Zoda's Tale 2.
Zoda's Revenge or
Zoda's
whatever.
Revenge,
yeah.
For original NES.
Yeah, it's like pristine. Like it's got everything. So come on out and check out all the cool trades we get in too. Yeah, that's about it for video games this week. So let's talk about Magic.
So, big news this week is brand new Plainswalker for Conspiracy, Take the Throne. Her name is Kaya, Ghost Assassin.
She's got an awesome jacket.
Yeah, she does. She's sweet. It's a little bit like Finn from Star Wars. It's kind of like his jacket
very
a little
much so.
So what's kind of interesting about Kaya is she actually doesn't have any plus abilities. She's not the first Plainswalker to not have any plus abilities. That's Sarkin the Mad. Also didn't have any plus abilities. But what's cool about her is her 0, she can exile either herself or another creature, and then she comes back into play. You lose 2 life for it, but basically what you can do is you can minus her a little bit, and then be like, all right, I'm going to 0 her, and then she gets to come back
with her 5.
With her full 5, which is pretty sweet. So she got a -1. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. -2. Each opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. You get all that for the low price of 2, a white, and a black, and she comes in with 5 loyalty. So I play an Esper Commander deck that is very, like... I have a lot of Pillow Fort stuff, and then I've got a lot of Planeswalker. She's going to slot in really, really well into that. Because it is a Conspiracy set, she is only Legacy legal, so you can only play her in Legacy Commander.
No Modern, no Standard.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a little bit of a downside, but I think she's really sweet. I'm really excited to get her. I'm really excited to run her. If you guys haven't played Conspiracy before, I highly, highly recommend you come in and draft it.
Conspiracy is cool.
Yeah, one of the original Conspiracy set is probably one of the best drafting experiences I've ever had. There's a lot of cards that like do stuff while you're drafting. There's cards that do stuff after the draft. There's certain cards that like have weird, crazy effects during the game. So like one of the best examples that I can think of is there was a card that you could draft, and what you could do is you would basically draft it, and if you didn't like anything in that pack, you could draft that card, and then if you saw another pack later on that had 2 cards you wanted, you could basically put that card back into that pack and take 2 cards. So that was kind of like one of the really crazy things that was happening.
I saw there's cards from the original Conspiracy that would let you like purchase an extra pack too if you wanted to and stuff like that. Yeah,
exactly.
So it throws in all kinds of cool stuff for draft for sure.
So yeah, so that I'm definitely looking forward to that. I believe Conspiracy Take the Throne comes out on the 28th.
Yes,
late August.
It is the end of this month, and we got really cool crowns for everyone
that
shows up.
Because that's like a big thing now. I guess is like you can become the king of the table, and like when you are the king, there's like certain bonuses you get, and when you attack the king, there's other bonuses you get. So there's like really sweet, like kind of like almost like holographic crowns that they've got printed up.
Yeah, Wizards sent them to us. They're pretty cool. So if you come out to play, you'll get to get a crown
for sure. Yeah,
it'll be awesome.
You can take the crown.
You can take it.
That's where they got the name, right?
Right, exactly.
So real quick, we're also going to go ahead and go into our sealed league that we're running here in the store. We're on week 4 right now. We're going into week 4.
Today, yeah.
Right now, at the top, we've got Tony. Followed by that is Gabe, and in third place we've got Zach. Basically, my sealed pool. Obviously, I was out of the store last week because I was at Gen Con. So I'm trying to play catch up.
Yeah, what happened at Gen Con? We should kind of talk about that.
Oh well, there's a lot of board games. I mean,
there's some Magic at Gen Con too, right?
There is, but like not a ton.
Okay.
Like,
I've never been to Gen Con. I go to
it's mostly like board game. Yeah, I mostly go because I'm a huge miniatures nerd and I sit in my basement and paint miniatures all night. So I could tell you all about miniatures news if you like. But yeah, anyway, so I was gone last week, so I've been playing a little bit of catch up. My deck, for those of you that don't know, I started out as like black-white, got absolutely crushed. I had a pretty good green pool, so I tried green-white, got crushed again. Then I just said screw it, and I went 3 colors, and I was playing green-white-black, and I've been undefeated ever since. My deck is basically just like super hardcore, grindy, value stuff, get stuff back from the graveyard, lots of removal, pretty much exactly what you would expect out of a green-white-black deck. Some cool stuff that I picked up this week is I actually got a murder. The thing is, I don't know that I'm going to be playing it, which is insane, but my entire deck, because it's 3 colors, I'm only playing with one. Like, all of the cards in my deck only have 1 color in their actual mana cost. Like, I don't need double black, I don't need double white, I don't need double green. So even though I'm playing 3 colors, it's really easy for me to cast all my stuff. I may slot the murder in if I find that I don't have enough good removal, but at this point, like, I've got a ton of Prey Pawns, I've got some other like unconditional removal spells, so I don't actually know that I need it. Big pickup this week for me is this Blessed Alliance, though. Blessed Alliance is just a super good card. It slots right into my plan where I can kill something and gain 4 life, which, you know, just helps me get to the end game a little bit quicker. So, or ensure that I get to the end game.
Very cool.
So
my sealed pool, first week I opened a Mirror Wing, and that was really kind of about it. So I went red, blue originally.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up doing okay. I think I took 1 game the first week, one
against
match
me,
against
he
Shay.
crushed me. Yeah.
But then I lost the other 2. And then I opened... What did I open? I opened something that made me want to go white. I believe it... Oh, yeah, I opened Thalia.
Yeah.
I opened Thalia, which made me want to go white. So then I tried going red-white for a while, and I did okay. Then I went back to red-blue again, and it just never really meshed. So then I went ahead and, with my last 3 packs, I opened a choking restraint in each of them, which went with the one I opened in the first sealed pool that I opened. Mm-hmm. So I had 4 choking restraints. Then I with my Thalia, and I opened a collective effort then in my last pack. Mm-hmm. I had a Huron's Grace champion in the whole time that I never used. So I totally went green-white, and it's been way better. Yeah, it's just been way better. I went 2-1 this week. Nice. I only lost to Jeff, which Jeff's deck is
insane.
Sick.
So not only, here's the thing.
And I almost beat him, too.
In the
That's
case
the
of,
thing.
like, the rich getting richer, Jeff not only is a really good sealed player, like, I think he won our last sealed league. He came in, I think he, like, top 4 pre-release. So, like, he's already clearly a really good sealed player. He's, like, also like, oh, I opened a Gisela and assembled alphas and, like, all this other stuff. And it's just, like, it's just insane.
It's just nuts. And I took him, he beat me in 2, but each game came down to just, like, a stalemate. It was just, like, whoever pulls the best card next wins.
I believe Jeff has only lost 1 game, and he lost it to, like, an aggro deck.
Yeah.
So, like, Jeff, and like, aggro decks is basically just, like, if you win the first turn, then you win the game. So it was probably something along the lines of, like, the aggro guy won the first game, then Jeff won the second one, then he probably won the third one, I would imagine, but...
Yeah, I did the same thing with Gabe, who is in second place right now.
Yeah.
I almost beat him, which is way better than just getting crushed like I was before with my red-blue. And it basically just works with, like, 4 choking restraints. It's like, no, you can't use him, no, you can't use him, no, you can't use him. Thalia comes in, your stuff also comes in tapped, and then it's just, I have a few flyers and stuff, and it's just coming in for damage.
Along with, my deck is like a pretty grindy control deck, but I also have a Thalia, so there are games where I just play Thalia on turn 3 and then just beat people to death because they just can't do much. Like, Thalia, like on the play, Thalia turn 3 is just like nearly unbeatable.
Yeah.
Like I think I've won 3 games that way, where it's just like didn't matter what anything else in my hand was. It was like I can play Thalia on turn 3, and then like your opponent's just like on the back foot the entire time, and then I just killed him.
Yep. My deck also has a lot of lifelink. That's where the Heron's Grace comes in. And then some other lifelink cards, so I'm just gaining life as I'm dealing. So yeah, it's been working much better. I'm really excited to see where it goes this week. But that's sealed. So
some other big news in the Magic world. Obviously, the Pro Tour happened last week.
Yeah, cards have been going like crazy value-wise. Liliana's up to like, is she still at like $50-some? Or 48, 50?
She's pretty high. I don't think she's at 50 anymore.
No,
I mean it really
at
depends
one point
on
she
what,
hit 50, and it's just like.
So obviously, like Black-White Control took it down. Other sweet decks in the top 8 were the Green-Black Delirium deck, the Temur Emerge deck, Green-Red Ramp, Bant Company, which everybody hated, but it was LSV, so like you can't hate on LSV because he's the best ever, in my opinion at least. I love him.
Very fresh.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, he's awesome. He just had a kid and he named his daughter Naya. If that's not like gets you so many nerd points, I don't know what it is.
My son's name is Jace.
Okay. Did you name it after the Planeswalker though?
I did not,
okay,
actually.
Yeah, it was just a happy coincidence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, we've got game day coming up on Sunday. So you can use all those sweet Pro Tour decks. I personally am not playing one of the top 8 Pro Tour decks. I really like red-black, and the only real good red-black deck that I like really saw that I liked was there's like a Jund list that's kind of similar to the Temur Emerge deck, but it's like a cross between Temur Emerge and Green-Black Delirium, and I've been playing with it. I like it a lot. I know Tony's playing Bant Company. I know Victoria really likes the blue-black zombie Emerge deck. So you guys should definitely come out to that. It's a great time.
What time are we? We're doing it
at 4. Yep,
right.
4 o'clock on Sunday, Sunday the 14th. You get sweet prizes, you get sweet promos. There's a chance that you could win a playmat. So all in all, it's just a good time. I highly recommend, if you've never come out to a game day, definitely do it. It's
game day's fun. Game day's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not, but we'll see. I may be there. There's some buzz. They've started contacting me about pre-release for Kaladesh and everything too, so get stoked for that. We actually had our allocations go up, so we will have extra decks. So if you want to come in and start getting pre-ordered for that even, it's at the end of September. So yeah, that'll be really cool too, because it's coming up. So really quick this time. I thought it was supposed to be like every 3 months. This one seemed like it was like a 2.5.
Yeah, it's weird because they got rid of the core set.
Yeah.
So in the past there was the 3 major sets and then a core set, and the core set would basically rotate out in the fall.
Right.
So that's one of the reasons why we're on such a short schedule, especially now that they're doing like multiple releases during the summer.
Yeah.
Like there was Eternal Masters, then Eldritch Moon, then Conspiracy, and then the next month is Kaladesh. So it's all happening very quickly.
But it's cool. So,
I think it's good for the game.
It
because
is.
Then,
it keeps it fresh and
because
moving.
Then Dramoka's Command and Collected Company can go away, and then you can actually start playing like other like control decks, which is awesome. Like it was like everybody was complaining about Siege Rhino, and then Siege Rhino went away, and now everybody's complaining about like Dramoka's
They'll always
Command.
find something to complain about.
I guess.
There'll be something new.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but cool. Any other Magic news?
I think that's about it.
We get any cool cards this week? Trade in?
Cool cards?
Like
trying to think.
Nothing amazing, I don't think.
Yeah, nothing crazy. I mean, we've been getting in a lot of Eldritch Moon stuff just because either people are trading in
for value. They're trading in their Liliana
to get in other stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about it in terms of Magic. So.
All right, cool guys. Well, yeah. I think we gave you everything that's coming up here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to try to do this every week. like I said, let us know what you think we should call this. That's the question.
Or if you have ideas for other segments, like if you're just like, man, I am tired of hearing Jay talk about Magic, just get that guy out of here. Right? I know, right? I just go home and I go into hibernation.
We don't sell miniatures, but we could start talking about it.
Man, I could tell you all about Malifaux.
We do. We are total nerds here, so we will talk about anything nerd-wise you want. We could talk about, I love Star Wars.
We were going to talk about the Star Wars Rogue One trailer.
It's awesome!
But I refuse to watch trailers ahead of time, and here's why. So I didn't watch any of the Star Wars trailers. This is like a thing that I've been doing lately, but this is the latest example of it. I knew nothing about Force Awakens going into it.
He didn't even know Kylo Ren was.
I didn't know who Kylo Ren was. I spent like the first half hour of the movie thinking that Kylo Ren was Luke Skywalker because they kept talking about how he betrayed his family and all this other stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, Luke Skywalker turned the dark side. It was awesome, and then he took his helmet off, and I was like, who's this jabron? And then it turned out because I literally had no idea what was going on, and it was awesome. It reminded me of like when I went to go see them as a kid.
Sure.
I had no idea what was going on.
No, it's something I can't do because I love Star Wars too much.
That's fine. I mean,
I was crazy not to watch the trailers.
I was the same way, but like, I guarantee you, if there's a movie that you know that you're going to want to go see, try to avoid as many spoilers.
You're not the first person I've heard who does this either. It's a thing people do. Yeah.
My friend Tanner, when Guardians of the Galaxy came out, tried to show me the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, and I jumped up and ran out of the room. I sprinted out of the room because I was trying to avoid it.
Did you avoid all Guardians of the Galaxy trailers too?
I avoided most of them. Yeah,
it's so hard nowadays.
It is.
It's like on your Facebook feed, it's just there.
Yeah. But so far, like I've been managed to stay away from pretty much all the Rogue One stuff.
That's awesome. As being ambiguous as possible,
I can just get up and leave.
The trailer was amazing.
See you guys later. you can talk to him.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. Anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.